Hello, 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 hello. Can everyone hear me? I have a new setup going on, so I want to make sure everything's working. Welcome, everyone, to the stream. To play on mobile, you could just type .bigbang.com into your mobile browser on Chrome or something, and then you should be able to just play. Okay, I'm back. I have not streamed in a while. I've been working on all sorts of things, and today we're gonna look. I'm gonna turn my volume down briefly. Let me just turn that down a little. Let me know if the levels are okay. But today I'm gonna walk through the game I've been working on, and we can play it together. I think it is working right now, but I've been working on a farming game for a while now, and I'm gonna keep working on it on stream, but I'm gonna kind of walk through the current state of it. I have a lot of money in this game right now. Let me make sure there's nothing like weird. Yeah, this should definitely work. So I'm gonna set up a multiplayer link, copy it, and I'm just gonna paste this in chat so anyone could click on this link that I just sent and join this game live with me. Oops. I'll just walk through it and I'll show people kind of what's going on, and I'd love your feedback and about the current state of it, but I'm just trying to make a big multiplayer farming game. You have different plots of land, so you can choose which plot you want. I don't know which one I want yet. There's 8 in here so far, and you plant seeds and you water them and you weed them and you do all sorts of things. And then you can start buying furniture and start buying upgrades, and you can even buy farm animals to go on your plot. We're gonna do this plot. So here, I just spawned in my farm. I already have a pig and a well because I've been playing it because I made it. Why is all this furniture over here? What are you doing? That's concerning. Oh no. Oh, did I just have that out? I'm gonna have to stop and start the game. Here we go. Starting with some bugs. Did that spawn in? Why did that furniture spawn in such a weird place? Oh goodness. I think I changed some of the scripts. So maybe we won't have a multiplayer session. How did this break? So I might be making some changes. Let's see what I spawned at here. Where did all my furniture spawn? You know what I'm gonna do? I don't know where all that stuff spawned. I think I made a change to the save data scripts. I'm just gonna clear all the save data because there might be some bad data in there. And then jump back into it. So that started off not ideally. I wonder if there is anything in the console. What was my save data? That's fine. Save data, decorations. I only had 2. Oh, I guess that was... Oh, that makes sense. Actually, that error was because I changed the save data structure, and DMM, when you spawned in, you still had the old save data, and so some of your save data was bad because I've changed it since. So if you stop and start the game, actually, yeah, if you lost your inventory, you should be fine. I just changed the save data, so yeah, it was like looking at some old bad data that doesn't work anymore. But it should be fine now. So that was to be expected. I totally forgot about that. But I need to choose a plot. How did you have enough to buy blueberries out? Oh, you took the corner plot. Okay. I'm gonna take this one up on the hill, but I'm just gonna walk through what we have so far and see. Okay, so I have this plot up here. What? So what you can do is you start with $4. You have enough to buy a single set of seeds. So I just bought some tomato seeds. And then you can plant them on the soil. If you have this tool shed where you can swap between a couple tools. So I'm gonna grab my watering can. Oh man. And then go all the way over here. Fill it up with water. That's a long journey. Walk back to my plot and water them. Oh, see, those already got dried out. And then this little tool right here, oops, I got stuck. This tool right here will get rid of weeds. You can use it to weed your plants. But basically, growing so fast. You'll tend to your crops. Oh yeah, if you hold down shift, you can see your inventory. I just like instinctively do that. Oh, you can't join. You should be able to. That's really strange. Yeah, this link should still be good. Huh. We might have to, it is a really big game, so it might have, if you're joining on mobile, it might have some trouble loading on mobile. But when we officially do the release, once the game's all finished, we have tools that we can help make that process faster, but it can be difficult before we do the magic that makes everything load really fast. Yeah, so the most recent change is that there's a lot of recent changes. You can buy a pig now, and everything will be saved so that when you come back, you'll have the exact same farm plot. So you can choose any of the farm plots in the world, but when you click and select it, it'll load everything that you had going last time you were playing. So you don't have to worry about losing progress if you leave. And your plants will still be in the same state and you'll have the same inventory. I have one mushroom. Are there any mushrooms nearby? I'm gonna go sell this mushroom. Get a couple bucks. So you sell your crops over here at the different respective bins. Thanks, John. But yeah, this is the current state it's at. Today's plans, after we kind of look through this, there's this area over here, and I want to make a mini game over here where you pick up trash. I was working on something where you like kick a box around, but I'm gonna work on a trash picking up mini game. Also, you can see the whole level from this viewpoint, which is kind of fun. There's a secret over here. That's messed up. That looks silly. I'll fix that. But yeah, so once your crops are fully grown, you'll see them, like you can see the tomatoes on this one. So you can grab this tool. It's like a harvesting like scythe thing. And if you use it, you will harvest crops. And now you can see in my inventory, I have 4 little tomatoes. So I can take my tomatoes to the market and I can sell them. Would you like to sell your tomatoes? So I click. So I sold them. Now I have more money. I'm gonna buy carrots and tomatoes with my money. And so then you'll keep doing that cycle. Making money, planting crops, You have a seed rack, so you can place your seeds here and grab them from here. I need to water those, but I'm not gonna worry about it. There's also a furniture store here, so you can buy furniture that you decorate your plot with. And I'm gonna expand that to have a lot more different customizing items. And you can buy a sprinkler to automatically water your plants. And you can buy a well, so it's easier to fill up your watering can. Over here, oh, my plants are so sad. They all just died. That's okay. There's a barn over here. Oh, hi, guest. Welcome. Over here, there is an area that you can buy different farm animals. So this is where you can get a sheep. Over here you can get a chicken. And over here you can get pigs. So they each have different benefits. The chickens will eat weeds, so you don't have to weed your crops as much. Or and then the pigs will drop mushrooms. So that's fun, but you have to work up to it because you need to have these specific crops that they ask for. So you have to grow those or find them and then bring them to make a trade. So yeah, that's the current state. This multiplayer link will stay up. I'm gonna go into my own session to work on this game just because I'm gonna be changing the code a lot and probably stopping and starting the game a lot. So I don't wanna interrupt anyone's playing. So I'll leave this open, or it'll just do server transfer. But I'm going to just put this away. And I will go work on this over here. So I'm gonna leave this game. There shouldn't be any problems if I leave. So now I'm in a single player session, but y'all are welcome to keep playing on the other one. And I'm gonna start working on the trash pickup minigame. So first of all, I have a little teleporting thing. So that I'm gonna move it over here so that you can spawn into the game closer to where I'm gonna be working on stuff. I don't really need these boxes. The premise is going to be that this beach is littered with trash and you have to help clean up and recycle the things that you find on this beach. And if you recycle correctly, every time you recycle something, you have a small chance of finding a treasure, whether it be a fruit or a vegetable or a bag of seeds or something like that. So I'm just gonna start on this and just kind of go through my process of how I would make a little cleaning up the beach, clean up minigame. So I'm gonna start with, I made a couple objects. I'm gonna need to make more. I actually need to make a lot more, but we'll just throw down what I've made so far. So we've got cardboard box, another cardboard box, but this one has a different thing on it. So some boxes to pick up, and then I have like this old can. Oh, that's way too big. Let's see, like, in terms of scale. Oh, whoops, I spawned in the right spot. I'm doing this just until I spawn in over here. Okay, so in terms of scale, those seem pretty normal. That seems pretty normal. I think that's decent. I'll probably recolor this can a couple times. so that we can have like different variations of it. Does that look like a rusty can? I don't know. But to start off, I'm gonna make a pickup script. So right now you pick up your tools and things in your right hand. That's just the way it's programmed. I think I'm gonna have the mini game pick up into your left hand, just so that if you're carrying a tool or something, it doesn't interfere with being able to do this mini game. And there's a system that tracks like what your held item is, and so I don't want that to be interrupted by this mini game. I think you should still be able to be holding whatever item you're holding, but pick up trash in the other hand. So we have this like farming player inventory, and this kind of controls like everything that's going on here. So this writes the UI that shows you what items you have, and it keeps track. So there's a bunch of UI stuff in here, and then it just like sets what you're holding in your hand and how many seeds you have and how much money you have. It just like controls all of your inventory. So all these trash objects, they're only going to be used by this minigame, and once you leave the minigame area, you're not going to be using them anymore. So I'm just going to have them as like two completely separate systems. This song's distracting me. So what I can do for these is, first I want them all to have triggers rather than static colliders. So I want them to be, they won't have any collision. You won't, you can kind of just like move through them, because I don't want them to get in the way. If you walk over one of these, you'll just pick it up. So now, as you can see, none of these have collisions on them. You kind of just walk through them. So when you walk up to any of these, you'll just pick it up. So now, I'm glad you're having fun. Once we have this new mini game, then you can have fun playing the mini game. So now I'm gonna just there's a pickup script that I use. I think it's just like, I don't even know. Pickup link to slot, actually. So you can use this link object to slot script that's already written, and what it'll do is it'll set something in your player's hand and have it parented to the player, so that you'll kind of walk around with this in your hand. So you don't need to write any of that from scratch. We just need to have a script that says to pick it up. So let me see if I have any pickup scripts that I've already written. I know this is way too complicated. Yeah, that's way too much. So I'm just gonna do, I'm gonna make a simple pickup script. So it's gonna be, I'll probably have specific things for the cleanup game. So we'll do farming, cleanup, pickup. And now we will just get rid of this. I don't need these. All I need is on trigger enter. So whenever we walk into this, then actually, we'll just say we just need to call the script on here. So the function on here, we just need to set parent. So we're just gonna do this entity send event, and then the event is called set parent. Oh, and then we have, so in on trigger enter, you can specify the entity that triggered it. And so we will set the parent to the person who triggered the object. So now when we walk into this, oops, we dropped it. So we picked it up, but the problem was we didn't account for multiple pickups. So we'll have a variable that keeps track of if it's been picked up or not. We'll do is held equals false. So when the game starts, this is not held. If this is not held, then we pick it up. We call the set parent. And then once we pick it up, we set is held to true so that we can't restart that. I'm also going to add the tag no raycast so that we don't have the camera clipping with it. Oh, I don't want to start over here. I'm just gonna stop and start until I spawn over here because I don't feel like moving all those spawn points. Okay, this is kind of silly. Come on. Do I have to drag? Okay, I'll drag the player. Come here, player. This is the bane of my existence. You're the guest? Cool. Guests can still have save data and do everything in that game, and you'll still have your save data. Okay, so here I am. Now I'm gonna walk on this box, and I just picked it up. Chickens don't do anything yet, unfortunately, so if you saved up to buy a chicken, I'm very sorry. Alright, this box is huge, and it's inside of my leg. So let us... did you buy a chicken? They're cute. They do something which is provide cute vibes to your farm. And welcome, Aiden. Welcome to Topic Bank. And welcome to the farming game. I hope you're having a ton of fun. How do people hold boxes? Not like this. I might have to make this smaller. I think I'm gonna have to make it smaller. How big is a box? So, would you hold a box like that? Okay. I think that's normal. You just, I mean, I wouldn't hold a box like that, but I think it's possible. Oh, if you don't have money, if you run out of money, there's mushrooms all around the world on the ground. So what you can do is these brown mushrooms, like these, if you walk over the mushrooms and pick them up, then you can go to the market and stand in front of this bin and sell your mushrooms. You just have to press the action button and click on it, and then it'll sell the mushrooms and you'll be able to get money. I think every single mushroom, they're kind of hidden throughout the world, but every mushroom gives you $3, I think. So getting a couple mushrooms, you should be able to buy some crops. Alright, so now I have this object. And what was I going to do with it? Oh, well, first of all, it's in the wrong hand, actually. I was going to put it in, oh, I'm going to guess that the other hand is called hand left. There we go, perfect. Now it's in the left hand. To join back, you can just click on that link, that same link. It's just a little bit, if you scroll up a little in the chat, you should be able to get back into that link. So this is, okay, so now the box is in my left hand. So if I'm just gonna like see what it looks like if I hold a box and something at the same time. Oh, my dead crops. Don't remind me. Oh yeah, so that shows the save data. So those were my dead crops from last time that I wasn't caring for. And they're still here now that I'm back. I don't have anything else though because I haven't been making videos. So you can hold on to two things at once. That's kind of funny looking. Okay. I hate neglecting my farm like this, but I've got to clean up the beach. So I'm going to put those same scripts on all of these objects so they're all pick-upable. Save this. Shrink this. Just make sure they're like not so awkwardly huge when we pick them up. Okay, so each of these, first of all, I'm gonna select all of these at the same time by holding Control, and I'm gonna put no raycast on all of them, because I don't want the camera to get in the way of any of these. So next, I'm going to actually just select all of these. I'm gonna put the two scripts. I'm just gonna pause the game. The one I just did, DBB link object to slot. That's the one that lets me put the object in my hand. And then I'm gonna put on the script I just made, farming, cleanup, pickup. It's kind of a weird sentence. So now all of these have those scripts on them. So I should be able to, why are you over there? I should be able to pick these up. Yeah, see, but now I pick up all of them at the same time. I guess I'm just really good at cleaning up. But we're gonna fix that in a second. Also, what are you doing over there? Go back. Okay, so now we have boxes that we can pick up and a can that we can pick up. I want to make sure that you can only pick up one at a time. So now I'm spawning it over here. I'm gonna turn this around so I can face that way. I know I want to turn this around. Okay, so what I need is I need something on the player that keeps track of if they are holding a piece of trash or not. So I have this script called farming player cleanup. That's just gonna control the cleanup minigame stuff for on the player. So each individual player can have their own little counters and such, keeping track of their information for this minigame. So we will have something that lets us know if we are holding something. So what do I want to call that variable? Is held. I have is held on a different thing. Public is holding. I don't like that. Is carrying. That works for now. So if we're carrying something, then we won't pick anything else up. And if we aren't carrying something, then we will. Actually, I'm gonna set this to private variable. Actually, no, we'll have public. So we'll also have the category of the piece of trash. So you're gonna have to sort the pieces of trash based on if it's like paper product or a can or a bottle or whatever. And so there'll be different categories. And so we'll have held item category equals equals whatever. So public category equals, so we'll set the category of all these objects in the editor. So these are all boxes, right? So I can go here and set the category as paper, right? So what I'm gonna do in this script, I'm gonna make an enum waste category, and then we can have paper what kind of categories of recycling are there? Cans? Like metal? And glass? So this will give us like a definitive list of the types of categories that we can have. Metal, plastic, biodegradable, that's true. So, okay. Plastic. This might be hard to, I'm gonna have to make sure that you can like see the differences between these really well. I'll start, I don't know how I can tell the difference between glass and plastic. I guess I can tell. I'll start with, I'll do biodegradable. Biodegradable. I think that's how you spell it. Okay, so sorry. Okay, so what we need to do is when we're gonna pick this up. Oh, hi, Conquerella. Welcome to the stream. Working on the farming game. Working on a trash cleanup mini game. Zoom in. I always forget to zoom in to the editor. Oops, why did I? All right, so okay, so we need to send something to the player when we pick up an item. So I'm gonna get rid of these and pick up. So I want to make sure that I'm not like stepping on my own toes. Okay, I don't have a pickup function. Pickup trash. That's what it's gonna be called. So we want to send the category. And then we'll set is carrying equals true and call the item category equals oh yeah, if I'm gonna use this enum, I'll just do equals category. Okay. We'll deal with this stuff when we're checking the different recycling bins and such. But now, at the very least, we should know when we're carrying something. Yeah, this looks a lot like my street. Trash everywhere. Let's see. Okay, so this, did I set these categories? I think I did. What did I set the cans category to? Nothing. What is it? Can? Aluminum is probably the right. Metal? I'll do metal. 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 Okay. Oh, I'm sorry that you hurt your shoulder. That's too bad. But I'm glad you have kittens to keep you company. I very much love kittens and love hanging out with kittens in my free time. Okay, so what did I do? This category is metal. Okay, so we're not looking at the player script yet, but I just want to see. So I just picked up this. That's not how you hold a box, but I'm gonna make sure that if I look at the player and I look at the cleanup script, oh, I never saw, oops, I never hooked it up. So now what I meant to do, but forgot, is I'm gonna send an event to the player and say to call the pickup trash function. So call pickup trash, comma, what info do we need? We need the category as a string. So we're gonna send over our category that we set. So now the player should be aware of, okay, I'm getting lucky that I am spawning at this spawn point like every time. I appreciate it. So now if I pick this up, the player should know that I'm holding something and that it is, oops, and that it is a paper product. So now we can see is carrying is checked, so it knows we're carrying something and it knows that it is a paper object. Oh yeah, kittens are extremely, extremely destructive. More so than you could ever anticipate. I've fostered a mom cat and 3 of her kittens. The mom was chill. She's an adult. She was totally chill. But somehow the 3 tiny baby kittens teamed up and broke my TV. I don't even know how they were strong enough to knock over a TV. They were like that big, but they all like jumped on the TV at the same time and teamworked it and broke my TV, and I still haven't gotten the new TV. I just learned to live with that one. Alright, I'm gonna edit this position because I think it's kind of looks silly. Sure, we could hold a package like that. It's kind of weird, but Looks a little better. Okay, so now the player knows that they're holding a box. So now we need to not pick up a second box when we are already holding one. Yeah, it was literally like Looney Tunes mode, just like tiny kittens pushing a very giant device. I had seen them try to climb it before and I told them no, but unfortunately cats have this literal like biological feature where they will not respond to being like commanded to do something, like how dogs will like do something if you train them to. Cats like defiantly will not, and the more you try to get them to not do something, they will like defiantly do it, and they will resist any form of like training. Kitten fostering and like having to manage like a bunch of kittens, the kitten management game, and try to not have them like break your stuff would be really fun. Okay, so we're gonna, oh, thanks Jaden, and also welcome. I'm going to, what am I doing? I'm going to not pick up something if we already, if that player's already carrying something. So let's do, clean up, we'll do player cleanup script equals other dot get user script component by name and cat herder. That would be really fun. I'm going to add a cat related minigame to this game where some dude has lost his cat every single day and you have to go find it for him. And you get like special rewards the more often you find his cat. And it's always the same cat. What's this called? Farming player cleanup. That's what I was looking for. Farming player. One will be in a tree. Yes, what is your question? It is, the rules of this game and the controls are super unclear. I'm going to make like a tutorial for it, but it is confusing at this point. But I will gladly walk you through any part of this game that you have questions with. Oh, maybe you could buy a jetpack in the farming game. Okay, player cleanup script. So, trying to verify your account? Did you sign up through email? What am I trying to do here? I need to see if is carrying. Did you check like your spam or like promotions? Also, it might have gone into the wrong, yeah, it might have gone into some like spam folder or junk folder. Alright. Okay, my luck has run out. I've spawned back at this. Why is there a bug? Oh no. There are bugs in my apartment. Okay, I'm just gonna do this because I don't feel like dragging my player over. There we go. Alright, so now if I pick up one thing, I shouldn't be able to pick up another. Yay, it worked! So what I just did was now each of these boxes looks at the players farming cleanup, player cleanup script, and looks to see if they're holding something, and if they are holding something, then they won't pick up something else. But I kind of want, should you, no, I feel like you should just like drop it and then pick up the next thing. But I don't know. Should you have to take it back? Or should you be able to pick up another thing? I could make it to where you pick up, where you drop it. But I would have to make sure you can't trigger it immediately after you drop it. So... I could make like a cooldown timer, or if you just dropped it. Okay, I'm thinking. Or I could just have you drop it like behind you. So if I pick this up, I could switch them, but then I would be triggering the new one. How much trash is going to be spread around too? Okay, so we would have to know who the other picked up item is and then send an event to it. I think that is something we can see how it feels, but for now I think I want to start seeing how you can recycle, because that wouldn't be too bad. I would just have to keep track of the held entity ID, I think would be best, and then get the entity with that ID as long as the ID isn't blank. Actually, I might just do this. I think I'll do this. So we'll have held entity ID. If is carrying is true, then we will held, if we're carrying something and our held entity ID is not. Oh, thanks for the follow. Oh, now I got distracted. Okay, so if the held entity ID is not blank, so that we're not grabbing like a non-existent entity, then we'll do held entity equals this dot game dot get entity by ID, and then held entity ID, and then say we have a script here, say called, or a function here called drop. We'll fill that out later, but we will say to drop that held ent question mark. if it exists, we will drop it. So, hi Ghost Rider. Oh, let's not spam. Let's not spam. Okay. Or I'll put you in timeout. I have that capability. I didn't know that I could do that. I just saw my moderation settings. Okay, sorry. Oh, what did you pick up? what did you pick up that you can't put down? You probably have to go to your plot and like go to the tool shed or the seed shed. Here, wait, I can show you how that works. Let's go over to a farm. So if you pick up an item, unless you picked up one of the boxes, those are just made. You definitely cannot drop those yet. But so like if I picked this, if I have my watering can, the way to set down the watering can is just to go over to your tool shed, and then you can like swap through the tools until you are done with it. Thank you, Ghost Rider. Debugging is really awesome. And then if you buy seeds, I don't have any money. If you buy seeds, you can do the same thing, but you can put them down in that seed shed on your personal farm plot, or you can plant them if you have space for it. I'll have all of this in like some sort of tutorial for the release of the game. So like, yeah, so I picked up these, and if I don't want to use these and I want to put them down, then I can just go over to my tool shed or my seed shed. If I grab a tool, it'll set those seeds down. If I grab the seeds, it'll set the tool down. And then I can place the seeds by clicking on this. But I probably should make that more clear. The reason the controls are kind of odd is because I tried to design it with only one action button, because on mobile we have the jump button and then we have the action button, and I wanted people to be able to play this on mobile and not need to use like a keyboard and mouse or a keyboard and touchpad or whatever. And so it's really simple. Every single thing in the game is just by clicking the action button. Besides if you hold shift to see your inventory, you can't see your inventory on mobile. But that's why the controls are kind of weird, because I want it to be playable on mobile. But maybe at some point that'll change and we'll have a different way to grab tools and set down tools once we could have more buttons, action buttons. Okay, so back to box land. So we'll drop the object if we if we run over a new one. We'll have to define what drop means. But theoretically, we will drop the object if we're holding one, and we go to pick up a new one, which means whenever we pick up something, we need to know the item ID so that we can set that. So ID, which is also a string. So by the way, every object has an ID. You see it here? No, but in the F3 menu, you can see that there's like this like long ID. That's like a specific ID for each object in the game. Oh, thanks for the subscription. I haven't even seen. My setup is so messed up right now. I don't see like any changes. But thank you. Sorry, I got distracted. So this ID will let you like find any entity in the game. You could reference the entity directly, but I'm just gonna use the ID so I can set the string to blank and then really quickly check if there's like no ID, but if there is an ID. So whenever we pick up a piece of trash, we just tell the player script what our ID is. So we're also just gonna add in the send event. We're also gonna send this entity's ID. And now we will have, I'm gonna set this as not private for a second, just so we can see. If I walk around, where am I? Held item category, nothing. Held item ID, nothing. But if I pick it up, what? Why didn't you set? Oh, I didn't set it. This is like, I keep doing this. Held item ID equals the ID that we passed into. Where did I spawn? Yes. Okay. Okay, so held item category and ID are blank. Now we have the ID of that object, and we know the category it's a paper product because it is cardboard. Okay. Dropping the object, though, is a different story. We could just drop it behind us, or we could make it... I'm gonna see if this works. I have like a mental idea. I'm just gonna try it out. So, if it doesn't work, that's game dev for ya. On trigger exit. Oh, that's exciting. Yay. That's a big move. Yeah, a bunch of... I know that stuff you were working on was in there, so now that's on prod. That's exciting. Oh, let me look. Oh, it went over here. Whoa! Wait. Guys, look at this. Wow, this is gorgeous. I'm gonna put this somewhere in this game. Maybe it'll go on like a 1 hour of farming stream. This could be like a really nice like sundial. Wow, that's gorge. Just drop equals false. Oh, that makes sense. It's cool. It's very like fantasy, like currency. Okay. So we drop it. Oh, I'm not talking while I go through. I'm just gonna write this out really quick so I don't lose my... Okay, so my logic is, I don't know if this will actually work, I'll have to test it, but my logic is that when we drop something, we'll set just dropped to true, meaning we just dropped it, and then And then if we hit a trigger, we will just not do anything if we just dropped it. And then it'll turn to false once we exit the trigger. I don't know if this is all necessary at all, but I'm gonna, oh, let me set this to public for now so that I can just see it over here. Okay. So let's see. Oh, no. I want you. No, I want you. Okay, so we pick it up and then we pick something else up. What? Did I even have, I thought I was sending that event, right? Held the item and send event drop. Oh, wait, I'm confused. Do we have a held end ID? Yes. And we get it by its ID. Oh, hi Brody. Welcome to the stream. I'm making trash picking up minigame where you pick up trash and recycle it. No. There we go. Alright. Let me try this again, even though I don't see why anything would happen. Oh, it's never extending drop because it... No. What do we do here? If is okay, exactly. So we're not actually sending anything. Okay, so we need to, it doesn't matter if we're carrying something. This doesn't need to know that. We actually don't need any of this. We just need to know if we're not already holding it, then we're gonna pick it up and tell the other person to do the pickup trash script. So let me try that again. I'm glad you're enjoying it. Sorry if I forget to talk sometimes. It's easy for me to get sidetracked while I'm trying to think about stuff. Okay, so I'm gonna pick this up and then drop it. Yay! Okay, perfect. Not really perfect. No, but something happened. So that's cool. Okay, so makes sense because we never actually exited that trigger, so that's fine because we were holding on to it. And now I'm going to set the item down wherever we drop it. So whenever we drop it, I'm gonna send the position of the player and then drop it at the player's position. So I'm actually gonna have drop. Oh, you logged in! Yay! I'm glad it worked. So this is actually gonna take a vector 3. Oops, I did that in the wrong order. Position, vector 3. So whenever we drop it, we're gonna tell the box or whatever piece of trash where to drop it, which is just gonna be wherever the player is, at the player's position. So we're just gonna send this dot entity dot world transform dot position. So this entity is the player, and then the world transform tells you everything about where it is and what rotation it is and everything, and then we're just gonna send it the position. That link is probably so old. I don't know if people are still playing that link, but are people still in here? I can resend it. As many people as you want to join. Oh, the multiplayer session is full? Wow. I don't know how many people can join. Are there a lot of people in there? I got a message that said I couldn't join. Oh, that's awesome. That's really fun that y'all played that together. Once you make an account, there's like, you can make a custom avatar and you can start making voxel art games and all that. I don't know why it's full. That's a lot of people. I guess it just split up the sessions. But let's see. Yeah, so once you have an account, you can make all sorts of stuff like this. Oh, oops. Let's see, I can send a new link, or if anyone can make a link, I'll make a new link in a sec. So, yeah, I'll send a new link. Not in the one I'm working on though. I'm just gonna, honestly, I'll just make a link that you can try. Here's the new link that you can try. No one's in there, but it should work. Let me see. Yay! Oh no, but I spawned where all my in progress stuff is. But yeah, you can feel free to go in that link. Anyone can go play together in that link. I'm not in there, but I'll come in there in a little bit. But I'm just doing single player so I can stop and start the game in peace without disrupting people's farming. Okay. Anyways, we send the current position of the player to the piece of trash, and that's where it's gonna drop. So, sorry. So then, okay, so we set the position of our object to this. Then I'm just gonna set its rotation to 0, 0, 0. Just to see. So let's just see what happens. Okay, we're holding this. No, you were supposed to drop. Oh, it's still parented. This entity. Okay, so it's still parented to the player's hand. So now I need to set the parent to null, just to nobody, so that it leaves our hand. So send event to this, to ourselves, saying set parent. But this time we're setting our parent to null, so that we don't have a parent anymore. Oh, no parents. Okay. Pick it up. There we go. Look at that. Oh, but we can't pick it back up again. Well, it's a step. But now they all have the same rotation. I'll randomize the rotation or something. You bought a pig! Wait, really? What? That makes no sense. That actually doesn't make any sense that you would get a chicken from a pig. Farming, trade, animal name, piglet, animal template, piglet. Okay, are you still in the original link? That is so genuinely confusing to me. I cannot make any sense of that. I'm coming. Wait, where's your farm? Which link are you in? Oh, the most recent one. Okay. I'm coming, because this is news to me. There's no, that makes no sense. Piglet punchable. No, the piglet is a great item. I'm guessing your farm's in the corner, yeah. That is so wild. What is the chicken template? No, this is unacceptable. I literally made the piglet thing yesterday and tested it. Chicken purchasable. Piglet purchasable. Huh? What is it? Radius 90? I wonder if... Nah, yeah, the pig is like really, really steep. I wonder if you were in the range of both of them at the same time or something. That's so, abnormal. Here's what I'm gonna do. Here's what I do sometimes. The cost to buy this is gonna be... Where are you? Mushroom, 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 number. You need 3 mushrooms to buy this now. Text box. There. You should be able to buy this with 3 mushrooms. But did it work? But did it work? Yes, you have a pig! You got a pig! I'm proud. I don't know. I truly don't know what happened with the chicken. I think the radius was messed up or something. I will have to test that. There's a bug where you got a chicken when you wanted to buy a pig. And I'm sorry that happened to you. But at least you have one now. Whoa, it's fun to watch you move all your stuff around. Yay. Beautiful farm. So this is what I didn't show you on stream because I was too lazy to make my farm better. But this is like a successful little farm. We've got 2 chickens, we've got a pig. The pig eventually will spawn, well, it'll find you mushrooms. It will forage mushrooms for you. And mushrooms sell for a lot, so that's like awesome. And then sheep will eat your weeds. And then this little alien dragon guy doesn't do anything. But I like him. So he's in the game. I'm gonna sit... I don't think I claimed the plot. I'm not gonna claim the plot because all my plants are dead anyways. I'm just gonna stand here with the cows and then go back to the other version that I was working on. I'm gonna leave this open just for fun. You'll have so much money in a second. Oh goodness. I had a bunch of money in one of my saves and then I deleted all the save data. Okay, so what if something was wrong with this? I can't pick these back up after I drop them. Was the issue. Just dropped is not true. So shouldn't I be able to pick it up again? What? Oh, I didn't set is held to false. This dot is held equals false. This is not false. It's not being held anymore. Okay. I'm also going to keep the... What rotation is this? What axis is this? Y. So I'll keep the Y rotation, but set the sorry, but set the X and Z rotations to 0, but keep the Y rotation at whatever it was when you were holding it. I don't know. Let's see. Let Y rotation equals this and Z dot. And then we'll set. I'm just gonna see how this looks, like if I like how it looks. Alright, where is my player? Oh, there we go. Walking around, walking around, walking. Okay, perfect. So now I can set these down and switch them. Oh my goodness, that makes me kind of happy. It worked. Okay, so now we have all these objects that we can switch between. But now, how long have I been streaming? An hour and 19 minutes. Now I need to make like a recycling can or something. We can like properly recycle them. Oh, I'm gonna do one more thing. No! What bug did you find? Wait, I'm gonna go look for it. I'm still in that game. Oh. Okay, I recognize what that bug is. It'll take me a second to fix. Not too long, but it will take a second. It's not that bad though. Well, now I'm working on the game in like 2 different instances. I'm gonna overwrite some stuff. Hi Psych, welcome. I'll fix that momentarily. Why is this version unsaved? I don't know what's going on there. I shouldn't have multiple versions of the game open that I'm actively editing, but it's okay. Let me open pig and pig mushroom scripts and see what's going on. Does the pig know what plot it lives on? It should. It has, Okay, so this script is the decoration script. Oh, I'm so happy with the new UI, especially this. The best thing in the entire world is that I can find all my templates and drag them into my game. It literally is a life changer. The game detects, yeah, if you were the person to click on the game, then you would be detected as the owner. Alright. I'm just doing quick fixes based on bugs. I probably should just do this after the stream, but I might as well. Oh, it lets you edit it? What? Oh, it's because I'm in the game. It's because I'm in the game. That's normal. That's normal. I forgot that I'm in the game. If I leave the game, which I will, bye. Now, once you reload or you shouldn't be able to edit it when I'm not there. But because I was in there, might let you. But that's just so that you can work on games collaboratively with people as the owners in the game. Then other people can edit it. But don't make any big changes. Funkiness is probably going on because I'm actively editing the pig script right now. No, you would have to save for that to take effect. What's going on in that? Let me what's the weirdness that's going on? Oh wait, no, I don't want this. I want this in. What am I doing? I need this to have a plot name too. That is super bizarre. I'll have to try to repro that. But to get water, you hold the watering can, and then just like walk into the well. So just like touch the well with the player while you're holding the watering can. But I will look into that bug. That's really weird. I have not seen that before. I'll have to try to repro that. Okay, so I'm just going to. I don't need the plot name per se. What I'm gonna do is add a tag of the plot name to all the wells are just like throughout the world. So you can just like walk around and there will be like, there's one over here, there, over there. They're just kind of peppered throughout the world. Oh, the music stopped. What is gaming intermission? Alright, that's what this playlist is called. Okay, so this should still work. I'm just gonna do You completed it? Oh goodness. There's still a lot to be added. No, I don't really need the plot. I'm gonna have to look more into that bug in a little bit. I'm glad you enjoyed that. How many? You're very good at the farming game, I will say. I'll go to the trash cleanup and then I'll look at that mushroom bug in a second. Oh, I still am just like, why wouldn't you be able to pick up the mushrooms? That's so confusing to me. This music's like so mysterious while I'm trying to figure out why my mushrooms didn't work. That's bizarre. I'm gonna have to test that. That doesn't make sense to me personally. Cool. Oh! Huh? No, it still doesn't make sense. The best I can do is add this. But this is gonna let anyone pick up your mushroom. And that's lame, but whatever. Okay, back to picking up boxes. Well, now I want to come hang out and see how broken this live session is. So I'm gonna come into this other session because I'm jealous that everyone's hanging out in there. What? Where is everyone? Wow, I can't find anyone. Maybe I'm not. Oh. I'm in there. I'm in a different shard. I'm trying to get in the game with y'all. No, let me in! Let me in! I guess I'll never just come hang out in my own game. Yeah, there's no hope. Hope y'all are having fun in there. Although I'm gonna test out my pig issue. Don't I have a pig? I thought my plants were dead. Something is really strange is going on. I'll just plant my crops and vibe. I'm gonna go buy a pig and see why my pig is broken. I need 3 mushrooms. Let me just cheat really quick. To collect the crops, you grab the like big scythe looking thing and then you click on it. What? I have enough. Oh. Okay, I bought a pig. Where's my farm? Oh, it's over here. Okay, so I want to see what was going on with not being able to pick up the mushrooms. Wow, that's sad. Farm. So I'm gonna make this really short. So here's my mushroom. Okay, I was able to pick it up. Let me, but I'm the host, so that makes sense. So let me, testing time. So this is how you test multiplayer sessions, by the way. So now this player is the host, and this is the peer. So I'm gonna go play as the peer and see if everything works, how things work when I'm not the server. I don't know why this is playing. What? Where's my pig? Why are you over here in the ground? That's wrong. Okay, so it just spawned a mushroom. Yeah, and I can't pick it up. So, bug confirmed. I bet it's because I can't remove an entity that I don't own. And something is going on here. Yeah, that's what I thought. Okay, well, I'm gonna take note of this and fix it. Soon. Wow, this song is really wild. but I am not going to dive into that on stream because we'll get into a whole lot of not very fun, not very informative debugging. But for this, I'm just gonna throw together a little do I have like a recycling bin? I'm gonna make my own version of it, but there we go. We'll make it a lot bigger. Okay, this music I can't. Alright, that's fine. Alright, so what we're gonna want is if you go up to this and you're holding a recyclable, then it'll get rid of the object. So we'll call it, this one will be, we'll just start with so we're gonna have category, so what type of thing this recycles, and we'll just do we need other. So when someone collides with the trash can, we will I'm just gonna do what we did on pickup, and this time we need to look at the player and see what they're holding and if they're holding something and what category it is. So constant. Oh, I couldn't get into that multiplayer session, so I'm just in my own single player world. So I wasn't able to get into that session for some reason. So we'll have, this music is wild. What is this gonna be? Player. Sorry. Player cleanup script equals other dot get user script component by name, and it's called player cleanup. Okay, so if we're carrying something and the thing we're carrying how their held item category is same as our category of this, then we will take the item. So then we need to drop the object, or just kind of like get rid of it. So we do need this held entity ID, so I'll just have that publicly accessible. Oh, I think Digital Monkey Master DMM eat the game. So I guess he's the only one left because I'm not in there. Okay, so equal cool. Yep, no worries. This game dot get entity by ID. And then okay, this was done quickly and sloppily, but this should be okay. Let me see. So this is paper, so let's set this category as paper. I can't. Okay. Oh my goodness. It did not work. First of all, I spelled recycle wrong. Held entity ID. Let me just change all this up. There's a lot of logic in this game. I'm glad you like how it looks. Let's see. Thank you. Let's see. I'm getting like so sloppy because I have been my brain is scattered from talking and coding at the same time for so long. Held entity ID, held item category. Like that's silly. That's like a horrible naming convention. I'm just gonna call this held category. Alright, so this is paper as the category. Now, if I pick up this paper and we have an ID, and if I collide with this, there we go. So when we pick up an object, as long as that object has the paper category, if we touch the trash can, the object will disappear. And if we are holding this metal can, we can't put it in here then nothing will happen because it's the wrong recycling bin. So you have to take to the right one. So there we go. That's the very start of this trash recycling clean up the beach mini game, and we looked at some of the other systems going on. This music is distracting me, but we looked at some of the other systems going on and found some new bugs that I'm gonna go work on after this, so that's super fun. But thanks everyone who came out. I hope everyone has a great Friday and a wonderful weekend, and yeah, I'll see you all next time. It'll be a couple weeks again, but I'll be working on this game in the meantime, and when I come back I'll give some more updates on it. I'm sure by the time I come back this mini game will be done, but you can check in at any time. This is live on my page on Debugging, so you can check in whenever to see updates. It's broken like half the time because I'm working on it, but yeah, thanks everyone for coming out. Come hang out on Discord, follow us on Twitter, etc., etc. But have a great weekend, everyone, and I will see you all